Yes, it's John G. Sutton. Tales from the jails. Thanks very much for watching this little channel today. And if you're enjoying it, do like and subscribe, all the rest of it, yeah? We'll talk a little bit about, because I've been criticised for this in the immediate past. People saying there's no way that the Freemasons were running the jails. Well, that wasn't my experience. I've told you previously about the governor that was I reported for smuggling letters and bringing alcohol and stuff in for Category A inmates, and in return receiving a full service up the Jacksy. Yeah, I reported him. He was a Freemason. Told you what happened there. The police came in to investigate, but not him. They came in to investigate me. Now, how can that possibly be? I hadn't done anything other than my job. So why? How did it happen? It happened because these people who are in positions of authority, who are members of the Brotherhood, yeah, the funny handshakes, seriously, they are connected. It's a hidden connection. It's a secret society. They say that it's a society with secrets. Yeah, one of the secrets being who's its members. It should be that nobody's allowed to be a member of any kind of secret society and work for the police, the government, the civil service, the prison service, the probation service. Can't work for them if they're a member of the Freemasons. Why? Because they take an oath to protect their brothers. So it's a brotherhood, yeah? And they will not step outside of that. They've taken a sworn oath. I mean, they've taken an oath under some kind of thing that they're going to be slit down the throat and sit down. Yeah, all this if they breach that oath. So they're required to protect the brothers in the brotherhood, yeah? I'm writing about this in my book with Sean Atwood. It's going to be called HMP Manchester Officer. It should be out in December. The interview I did with Sean Atwood will be published on his site, True Crime, on the 17th of October. So I hope you're all going to have a look at that. Now, with regards to Manchester Prison, HMP Manchester, which was Strangeways when I worked there, as far as I'm concerned, it still is Strangeways, yeah? But it was Strangeways. The number one chief officer was a Mason, and he was also a member of the Prison Officers Association, supposedly the trade union, yeah? And he, along with Norman Brown, the number one governor, also a Freemason, they set about together to prosecute me because I was refusing to fall in line with their thinking. Told them that you couldn't have a trade union with managers running it. I mean, come on. They were charging me, and I was a member of the trade union at that time, because what happened was the trade union, the Prison Officers Association, expelled me. They held a special meeting of the National Executive Committee, and they put it before the annual meeting of the Prison Officers Association, and they had a vote to expel me from their trade union, which they did. I mean, what kind of a trade union would do that? I mean, it's not like I was a serious threat to any individuals. I wasn't. But that was the Brotherhood. And listen, at Wormwood Scrubs, the Prison Officers Association was the chairman of the Prison Officers Association was a member of the Freemasons. The principal officer who was in charge of the hostel outside was a member of the Prison Officers Association. He was the treasurer, the national treasurer of the Prison Officers Association. He was a Freemason. He subsequently was ousted from his position as treasurer of the National Association, the National Prison Officers Association, because he managed to help himself to the finances. But he was the treasurer, you see, so he would do, wouldn't he? Yeah. Another thing that happened when I was in the prison service, the Prison Officers Association, the National Executive Committee of the Prison Officers Association, decided at that time to lend the National Executive Committee members money from the funds of the trade union. So all the prison officers in the Prison Officers Association, approximately 30-odd thousand at the time, they paid all their money in, and the National Executive Committee lent it to themselves. And that was in 1980, I believe, when interest rates were around about 15%. And the National Committee of the Prison Officers Association lent it to their members at a reduced rate of interest against the better interests of the members of the Prison Officers Association. You know, I reported that to the fraud squad, by the way, and they were investigated. You can look it up. It was in the Telegraph. It was in the Guardian. Somehow they got these stories. I can't think who would report that to the Guardian or the Telegraph. Can you? But anyway, this eventually resulted in me being expelled from the Prison Officers Association. The only person to be expelled by the POA. You're looking at that man. So if you're looking for trouble, you look right in my face. Yeah, somebody suggested, I forget it, I think it was Larry, who's a regular contributor here to the Fanboy Club. Yeah, he suggested that I sing Jailer Bring Me Water, Jailer Bring Me Water, Jailer Bring Me Water, my throat is kinda dry. Trouble is, that's about all there is to it, so there you go, Larry, I've sang it. Yeah, anyway, that was it, you see. The Prison Officers Association, throughout the United Kingdom, riddled at the top with Freemasons. That's how it worked. Because they're all, well, I'll lapse into the vernacular, should I? Use a few colloquialisms. They were all pissing in the same pot, shall we say. That's what they were doing. And still is, as far as I know. Also, I'll tell you a story, this is God's honest truth. My father was a police, I think he was a detective inspector at the time, and his best buddy, a very nice guy, very nice man, was a chief inspector. And my dad's buddy, who was a chief inspector, said to him, listen, you want to get up the ladder here, don't you? He said, you can go all the way. He said, all you need to do is come with me and join the Freemasons. And my dad said, well, I'll think about it. But my dad, you see, was a devout Catholic. Not practicing all the time, but he was believed in the Roman Catholic religion. So he went to see his Roman Catholic priest, who told him that under no circumstances would the Roman Catholic Church permit one of its members to be a Freemason, because it was against the teachings of the Roman Catholic Church. That's what his priest told him. So my father declined to join the Freemasons. His friend was a Freemason, of course, and his friend, very nice man, knew his family, still know his family, and he went on to be a chief constable. And my dad, unfortunately, developed leukemia and died at the young age. I think he was 44, I think, my dad, yeah. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Anyway, I'm not going to sing to you today, but It's a warning because it's the song dinger, but I'm not going to sing. I'm going to read you a work that I wrote in my book. Yeah, there you go. Flowers and Collected Poems. This is the lyrics to Stage of Fools narration that I wrote for PJ Proby, the pervert, by the way. And it's based on Shakespeare, as you probably will pick up. But it's supposed to be telling the story of his failed career. You see, he was not only was he a pervert, the man was also a raging maniac alcoholic. And this is the what I wrote for him, and it's recorded, it's released. You can see it out there. You can get it on Amazon Music. It's PJ Proby. All you do is go PJ Proby, Stage of Fools narration, and you'll get it on Amazon Music. And this is the narration. You know something, people? All the world's a stage, and all the men and all the women, well, they're just players. They got their exits and they've got their entrances, and one man in his time, he plays so many parts, well, probably forgets them all. You see, life is but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage. Dear God, he has to pay for that. You know, when we're born, like any other baby, we cry that we are come to this great stage of fools. And since I cannot prove a lover to pass these fair, well-favoured days, then I am determined to prove a villain and hate the idea of pleasure in these days. Then they for sudden joy did weep, and I for sorrow sung, that such a king should play Bo Peep and go the fools among. You know, I'd like to know something. When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain? When the hurly-burly's done? When the battle's lost, maybe won? And you know, as a man said, we're but players on this great stage of fools. Good night. There you go. Stage of Fools narration. Written by John G. Sutton. Recorded by PJ Proby, the pervert. And it's out there. But that was me. So anyway, don't forget, 17th of October, Sean Atwood's channel. You can see it there. The full 2-hour interview, I believe. And I'll be here doing a live transmission on the first Tuesday in October. In the meantime, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and like and all the rest of it.